Turn up.
And of course, Bill will pop in like 5 minutes after.
Yeah. We should start at 8:05 just to accommodate Bill.
Yeah. I was worried initially. We got this notification yesterday that there was going to be a nationwide alert test for all cell phones, and we were at the store earlier when it went off. It was scheduled for like 2:15 Eastern time, which
we had done it months ago.
Yeah, for in the winter time when we fall back, that's actually what time the show's going to be on. Here, so I was like, oh, is that going to interfere with it? But we were walking through the store and hundreds of them went off at once. It was an attention getter. Like, hey, we're being bombed. But boy, America's having a fun week.
Yeah. What else is happening? No Trump's in court.
The number 3 in the line of ascension has been kicked out.
Oh, Kal-El. No, not Kal-El.
And then,
we took the Speaker of the House, or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and it goes president, vice president, speaker of the House. If the president and the vice president died, that's who becomes president. That's how high up that office is.
Yeah, kicked out by his own party, isn't he?
Well, he got kicked out by the other party, and 8 people from his own party that said, we're done with you.
Yeah.
Because they're all just a bunch of fucking idiots. And then what do they do right after that? Hey, we're going on a week's vacation. Government's about to lock up. All hell's breaking loose. We deserve a week off. Fucking idiots. And then the people that support that, fucking idiots. It's like, if you're going to crash things, clean it up, then take a vacation because you earned it. Don't crash things and then take a vacation because you didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Crazier than normal over there.
It's just nuts.
No.
Nutty in the day-to-day, and then, you know, I had a rough week. I had an awesome week and a rough week all at once because I got grandbaby time, and she was just a bundle of joy. And poop.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had a dog sit for 3 days, and she was just a bundle of joy and poop. You know, so it was painful and exhausting, but throw in a funeral on top of that, visiting kids that just lost their second parent, and you know, saying goodbye to somebody who I've known as my sister for 40 years, 45 years, 43 years. So
sorry for your loss, man.
So, yeah, she's been my sister since 1980.
Yeah.
So, even though, you know, her and my brother were long since divorced and stuff, she was my sister.
Right, you still got them.
Enough, yeah. I got especially with her, like, her grandson is my grandnephew, Eli, who I gave the 1,000 comic books to.
Right.
So, you know.
Hey, Sleepy Reader.
Hey, Damie. Is that Damie? Hey, Damien. Hey, James. The good guys are in, so. Yeah.
I'll just post a link in the chat in case anyone wants to come in.
Yeah, you probably should today. See if Splat pops up just to come on to say hi. I might pull off a trade with Splat. I might trade the first Panther for the first Surfer.
Right.
So mine's in higher grade, and, you know, I give him the first and second appearances for that for a Pence copy of that 48, but I don't know. I get it figured out. So. And James is just always around. James, if he puts a link in here, James, you should get on here. I've been trying to get James on a show for years. The guy has just got quality comics and he's knowledgeable, but
who's
he is
James?
yet to officially make an appearance. But
who's James? That's Cruces?
Yeah, Las Cruces. Las Cruces. Yeah, he'd always be a welcome guest with me. Nice guy. So,
yeah.
But I can never understand why people get camera shy or anything like that. Because I mean, you look at my face and then think of my brain. It's a wonder I make appearances on any damn thing. So I'm just an addled brain guy with a face for radio. Wondering how much longer Mark's got doing his gig.
Not too long.
Yeah.
He's going on holiday soon. I think November's going to Egypt.
Glad he's doing good with all that stuff, but I'm ready to pick his brain a little bit. I've been trying to get with him to facilitate another big trade this year, but my last month and a half has just been nightmarish.
I can
one thing is another. So
Yeah.
Lost our water heater. Had to get a water heater and a softener.
That's why you pay £500 to try and get it fixed up temporarily, and it broke down again, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and the temp fix, they said it could be a month, it could be a year. It lasted a month.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, that was fun. And then I've got a power washer, and I need to have my house cleaned this year from the homeowners association. I had to clean my house and stuff. Hi, Kenneth. And usually I do it. Well, the kids are all busy. I can't physically do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's just one more thing I just cannot physically do anymore. If I had a 1 story and a weekend, I could probably get it done. I got a 2 story. I can't physically do it, so we got to break the bank to have that professionally done next Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
Or we get cited for it and actually have to pay a fine.
Fucking hell.
Which is logical. I mean, it's, I need a good coating of, because we're by the woods, I need a good coating of algae cleaner on here. And, stuff builds up after a while and just looks unsightly. And only got to do it every other year. So
look who's backstage.
Who is backstage? Let me see. I don't know. I don't see comments. Who we got back here?
Bill's back there. Should I let him in?
If it's only Bill, shit.
I think with his tardiness, like we know we start on the hour, he's always like at least 10 minutes late. It's like I think we should make him wait like for a bit before we let him on. What do you reckon?
Well, let's see. We're live at 8:03. Should we keep going? There he is. There's that handsome mug.
What an asshole. I love you, Grave.
Come on, man. What time did you call this?
This, I'm not normally, I've only been late 3 times, believe it or not.
In a row?
Not in a row.
I don't believe it.
Man, come on, guys. I've left early before, but that's just because I get tired of Kyle's jokes. But I'm kidding, Kyle. I never leave early.
Hey, how was my joke today?
How are you, Gray?
I've got a bad back at the moment, but surviving.
I thought Mark was going to be with us today.
Still proving.
He's coming.
He doesn't get good in it when he's working. So.
Oh, okay. Good.
For a while.
Fantastic. So, what do you guys know? Good. Anything?
I'm eating my dinner.
What's that?
I'm eating my dinner.
Oh, yeah. It's dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
I typically eat around 8, so that tracks. What are you up to, Kylie?
I'm just getting through a couple of hell weeks.
Health-wise?
It's just been a hellish couple of weeks with some stuff, and then heaven with other stuff. Just been an up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah, no, I know how that goes.
Stuff breaking, stuff needing fixed, people dying. Bad things happening.
I gotta go get my brakes fixed after the show's over.
Yeah.
Or at least get an estimate. Not looking forward to that. I think I need my rotors. Did it say rotors turned or what's the term?
Yeah.
Turned? Yeah.
Yeah.
which basically means buff down, I think. But
yeah,
it sounds cooler to say turned, you know. And,
But
you
I
know,
got-
biblically to everything, turn. I wish Johnny would come on more often, even if it's just for a drive-by.
yeah. I mean, in the dead of winter, we'll get him some more, but you know, he's up to his eyeballs in work right now.
Oh, Johnny is?
Yeah, but I got to spend
What
lots of.
does he do?
He's like a repair architect, would be a good way to put it.
Oh, wow.
He
Well, that's interesting.
assesses damage on, like if a pool shifts or whatever, it needs reconcreted or whatever. He's the assessor that takes care of all that.
Does he like re-architect in a way because he's trying to fortify the areas that are screwed up?
That's basically
excellent. That's excellent. You know, I
basically the
never
job.
thought about. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but I never thought about that. You know, being a thing. I wonder if he had to work in New York after 9/11 on the buildings that still stood.
I don't know. Those are questions you'd have to ask him. I
will. I don't know why.
I try not to delve too much.
Well, he's Canadian too, so he's probably not going to come down to New York. You know, Montreal is far. Is Montreal like halfway in between Toronto and Vancouver? Is it like in the middle?
God, no.
All I know,
it's a lot closer to
Vancouver,
Toronto than Vancouver.
Oh, to Toronto, really?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
it's East Coast. It's
okay. I didn't realize
where
that.
he
okay,
is
well,
is
maybe
basically
he did then. Okay, maybe he did. We'll have to ask him next time he's on the show.
Where he is basically halfway between me and New York, just up.
They have a fake London in Canada. That much I do know.
Yeah.
I thought it was halfway between the moon and New York City.
Little Christopher Cross.
You know where he's from?
Where's he from?
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. He's playing a concert here at the public radio station, and they call him the founder of Yacht Rock.
Yacht Rock, yeah.
I never even knew that was a genre. I would think Jimmy Buffett would be more that guy because that seems like yacht rock to me.
Buffett's beach
Bill,
music.
you should go and visit Kyle.
What's that?
You should go and visit Kyle.
I should?
Yeah, you need someone to power spray his house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pay him a visit, power spray his house for him. He'll give you a comic book for your troubles.
Oh, that's real sweet. Yeah, and Indiana's just right around the bend from San Antonio.
He's got a Two Rock #1 and an X-Force #1 with your name on it. If you go around and power spray his house.
I've got like 20 X-Force ones, actually.
I've got
sadly. You know what I'm looking for? I have a bunch of those. I have several boxes worth of those Impel cards, and apparently they've just gone through the roof lately.
Yeah.
I just got to find them.
I've got like 7 X-Force ones, 5 of which are still polybagged with the original card, and I've got all 5 cards.
I still have at least one of those.
Yeah, I got all 5 cards.
Those polybagged ones are actually worth less because people don't want to pay for the effort of opening them.
But they come with the card, so they all have the individual card in them. And then I've got like 3 or 4 of the Turok #1s.
Who said
there's my handsome man is Mr. Gray turning invisible man.
What?
Apparently
you've changed the name that she gave you. She's not happy with that, mate.
Well,
thanks for calling me handsome. I really do appreciate that.
I gotta stay.
Oh, that's your mom, isn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Oh, okay. No wonder she's calling.
I don't know. What do we think of my name this week?
Gooch Fur Burgundy.
I like Fur Burgundy. Gooch.
Fur Burgundy.
Fur Burger.
I had to put Fur Burger in there.
Oh, for Burgundy.
Back in a minute.
Boy, I can't read worth a damn.
Oh.
You know, I want a freaking button or pin with your self-portrait, Gray.
Well,
I love that. I love looking at that.
Go to the website.
I have to think of whether it's a photo or whether it's a drawing sometimes. I kid. Well, tomorrow something big happens for geekdom. Season 2 of Loki starts. And
no, I got to ask my wife if I can watch that without her here.
Well, and here's the thing. So, why is that? Why is this a big, or even bigger than it already is? Because it's Loki and it's all that. Because this is the first second season premiere of any of the Marvel Disney Plus shows, and I think that's important because I'm sure, I doubt very seriously that we'll ever get another season of WandaVision because it doesn't fit the storyline right now.
Well, what they're doing with that, it's not going to be WandaVision. It's going to be Vision Quest. They're doing the Vision Quest story, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're locked into the Vision Quest story.
Okay, they're also giving Agatha her own TV series.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got spin-off kind of stuff involved with it, but yeah, they've got a lot to do with that.
Yeah, there's also coming up, well, of course, Marvel's is coming up. You know, I have to say, I enjoyed Secret Invasion. Could it have been better? Yeah, it could have been, but was it good enough? Yeah, it was definitely good enough for me.
It's good enough. I'm still mad at the end of it.
Yeah, I am too.
It just fell flat. How could you let something that important fall flat?
I agree.
Especially when they could have easily fixed it. If it would have been a hard fix, I get it. But it just should have been an easy fix. Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, you should have seen more of the people that were in stasis. You know, more of the people that were impostered.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure it was more far-reaching, or it should have been more far-reaching than it was. I mean, you had Rhodey and you had Martin Ross, but I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean,
they kind of overcommitted on a big story to tell on a small screen.
Yeah, but I did enjoy most of it. I like the fact that we find out that Nick's been married to I almost said Smurf, to a Skrull all these years.
Yeah,
and I thought that was very interesting. I also thought it interesting that she probably always loved him. They probably asked her to kill him, not to test her loyalty, but just to get the job done. And they thought she could be detached enough, but she couldn't. Yeah. After you've been with someone over 20 years, how could you? I mean, you'd be a sociopath to be able to, you know.
Yeah. And then that trope, they work that trope better with Hawkeye not killing Black Widow.
I thought Hawkeye was excellent. I liked Hawkeye.
That may be my favorite series so far.
Well, but you know what? It's hard. You know, okay, so let's go through them real quick. We start with WandaVision, then we proceed to Falcon Winter Soldier, which I thought was pretty good. I liked it. I thought good things about it. What did you think?
They're all good. They should have been great.
Well, I think that one was pretty great because you have the Black Captain America.
Was great, and it could have been better.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Echo kind of fell a little flat, but they made up for that.
Echo was not in that one. Echo was in Hawkeye.
That's what I'm talking about. Is Hawkeye?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sorry.
Yeah,
hey,
Falcon.
Greg.
Biggie Shack.
Look, hey, Biggie. How you doing, Biggie?
Ice cream. Over here, we'd call that a dilly bar.
Biggie, it'd be nice to see you on here. I ain't seen you for a minute, but.
Hey, have you groomed your beard? Your beard looks fantastic today. It looks good. You're looking healthy, my friend.
I don't know about that. Oh, my back's killing me.
I don't know. He had to show his face for my mom because he's my mom's favorite. We're about to do a Smothers Brothers bit here. Mom liked you best, Graham.
Absolutely.
Well, what's not to love about Gray? He's fun.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I'll come on the show comic books as well.
Wow.
And hey, we're even talking about comic related stuff.
Yeah, we were actually.
I know, I heard, yeah. You know, all them shows you're talking about, I haven't seen any of them.
So what those are beautiful. What do you think of Loki season 2? You have any thoughts, Gray? Oh, that's beautiful. I love MODOK.
I haven't seen number 1.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. It was great. We were just talking about. Oh, that's great. I didn't realize they guest starred.
Yeah.
I haven't got the
War as Hell. That's a great one.
I haven't seen any of these Marvel shows because I haven't got the TV channels to watch them on. So.
Oh. That's interesting. War as Hell was a timely title originally, wasn't it, Kyle?
Atlas.
Well, Timely Atlas.
Yeah.
I think I'm the same. I mean, they're basically the same. But then
it went Timely Marvel, Atlas Marvel.
Right. Oh, that's excellent.
Put that up closer. What is that top corner there?
Oh, British
God,
edition.
I want that book so bad. I can taste it.
Really? Okay.
Oh my God.
That's a pretty good book.
A Blackhawk for a showing.
Oh, I love these. I love this shit.
Yeah.
That's an imaginary tale, isn't it?
Probably. I haven't read it yet, so but more than likely.
Colossal Kids. Dun-dun-dun. Get away, old man. The Sons of Superman and Batman. I won't let you down, Breeze, because you suck. Basically what he's saying.
I'm debating on trading or selling away my last Golden Age real DC, my
what do you have?
1950 Stallmannen. It's a 1950 Dutch World's Finest.
What do you want for it? Give me first dibs.
I'm willing to start coming off of everything. So
this is the most imposing.
Well, let me know.
You ever see? Look at that.
Oh, look at that swastika.
See, and that's just got a TMP stamp on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that, but I love the Shilling book.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? I like either one, actually.
The reprint.
Yeah. I had to go for the cheap one. I'll keep wanting it. But
that's a reprint?
Well, yeah.
First
and the bear of that is, it's just not that good. It's just not that good. The character's not fleshed out yet or anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's proto.
So it's really hard.
But
it's really hard to
did a
jump
great job
flushing
them out.
Because he wasn't Lobo till the series.
Oh, look at that! That's gorgeous. I love that cover.
Oh, what's the date stamp on that thing?
It's just another. Oh, there's one there.
No, what is the date?
That's an American date stamp, not the TMP. The date stamp.
Sometime in December, the date stamp.
1968.
Of what year?
Blurry. The front and the back are blurry. All you can see is the month.
Yeah, it looks like 21 December, which is the day I met Blanca. That's interesting. Oh, wow. Now I see that you're wearing a He-Man shirt. That's a great He-Man shirt.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Star Wars, though, the way they set them up. Oh, that's beautiful. You love that era of detective, don't you? Look at you, man. Wait, is that an Adams cover?
Oh, sure.
Or Cardi?
They're too skinny to be Adams. That jaw looks Adams.
Oh, it's Kubert. Is it Kubert?
Yeah,
that's Kubert. That might have some Adams inks on it though.
Yeah, it had an Adams feel to it. That was interesting. Oh, that's a great cover. That's during his kind of gothic period, wouldn't you say, Kyle?
What, you think this is Adams or who?
Yeah.
I can't tell really. Maybe Adams, but I can't tell from that far away.
Yeah.
You normally have a close-up face in an Adams piece, but not always. Oh, that's nice.
I got this because I saw the guy who looked like he was selling it a bit too cheap. So
I have that. I have that book.
How cheap did you get that for?
20 quid.
You did not.
Yeah, so I thought it was worth a bit more than that.
It's worth a lot more than that.
I think it's fluctuated. I looked on the.
Even if it's fluctuating, that's the first Titans, man. You can't go wrong with that.
This one is
20 quid, dude. That's $20 here.
Anthro, I love Anthro. I got his series and I got his first appearance on Showcase Present. So
Howie Post.
Yeah, great. Have you read this story? It's really good fun. It's a real fun.
You know, at the time he was having a lot of success and making a lot of money with a comic strip called The Dropouts.
Okay.
Which was later animated on what series, Kyle?
Not a clue.
Archie's TV Funnies.
Mm.
Oh, wow, man. Now that's a steal.
Yeah. So I think these were all 8 quid originally, looking at the label underneath.
Yeah, it looks like you went to major department store or something with the tagging they have on there.
Yeah, quite big, isn't they?
Yeah.
Tags on this one.
Oh, those are fantastic. I think Ross Andrew was actually Croatian, wasn't he? Kyle?
Andrew just
sounds
sounds
right.
Name, Andrew sounds like a Romanian name or something like that.
No, it's shortened from something.
It's like for Androvsky or something.
Yeah, it's either Croatian or Russian, straight out Russian.
Robots for sale.
Giant hand cover. That's a winner all day long for giant hand
No
cover.
shit. My favorite giant hand cover, though, is the one where Despero has all the Justice League members on his fingers.
Yeah. Well, see, now that's a puppet one. If you guys got that one, that's
one with the Justice League on his fingers is Felix Faust.
Felix Faust. You know, I was seeing Felix
You're
Faust,
thinking
but
of the puppet one.
You're right, not Despero.
Yeah, you're
Despero was issue 1.
Do you know what else is the first appearance in that Justice League of America number 10? As well as Felix Faust, there's 2 other first appearances on it in DC Comics. Can you name them?
Not a clue, and I done traded away the book.
Well, the Demon's free, and the reason I bought it originally is the first appearance of the Necronomicon in DC Comics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's a beautiful one. That's a later one, isn't it?
A really cool one as well. I like the art on this one. I don't know what style you'd call it, but it's like very 60s. So the color,
but that's a great cover.
I think so. The color scheme.
That's not Andrew Esposito, is it? The cover?
Can't see any name on there.
More than likely.
No, but they always signed it, Kyle.
It's good. That witch face, I'm sure I've seen before, like in like a witching hour or something like that.
That's got Andrew Esposito written all over it.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is quite a good one as well. Tina gets turned into a human, and she's cute, as you'd think. The Dreadful Hunt. She looks quite cool. Quite good art. I like these.
Weren't they human for a few episodes?
Yeah, that's human. Yeah, that's Tina Platinum as a human.
Yeah. But didn't that last several issues?
Yeah, I think it did for a while. Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I've not read them all yet, so I don't know for sure. But I get a feeling. I think my birthday comic from 1969, September to 1969, there was human, I believe, in that one. So I think there was a little run of them.
Did you read that? I think it was Garcia Lopez that drew. No, it wasn't. It was someone like him.
Can't beat an old in space cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bonkersness.
Yeah, talking about giant hand covers and birthday books. My favorite giant hand cover is Strange Adventures 216, where Dead Man's being held by that hand. And on the finger of my copy is my birthday.
There's a big
date stamp on my birthday. I love that stuff. People find that to be defects, but I love that stuff. That's
stamp.
That's been through the ringer, and it's been well loved and much appreciated. And wonder where Bill went.
I'm here.
That's one of my favorite Flash comics because I had that as a kid.
Is that the first Captain Cold?
No, I doubt it. No, Captain Cold been around before that. I think first Captain Cold, I wouldn't have been able to pick that up at a mart without mortgaging something.
It is an early one, but it's not the first.
Nah. This would have been great for logo interaction the other week.
Oh my God, that's a 10 all day long in logo interaction.
But got it.
Doesn't that look great?
This one, I've never seen this cover before, and this is magnificent. I love this cover. It's just like such weirdness going on. It's like
that's all Neil Adams right there.
Yep.
I can't remember who that guy in the picture is. I keep wanting to say Dick Giordano, but that's not Dick Giordano.
Do you reckon he might
No, it's someone higher up than Dick.
Yeah, it's somebody from the DC offices, and then that's a Neil Adams drawn over a photo cover.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
Good, real cool. Really stands out, this cover. Love it.
What's significant about that book?
What?
Don't know.
What's the top header say?
Oh, the Green Lantern Green Arrow team. Is that when they?
That's when Adams and O'Neill brought him back.
Was Adams still drawing it?
That's they did the backup story for 7 issues there, and that's that's what restarted it. They finished. That's basically Green Arrow, Green Lantern number 90.
Oh wow,
that is. They finished like 3 issues off in the backstories of those flashes, and it started there.
Right, got some nice Brian Boland art on Animal Man.
That dude's got mad skills.
Yeah.
Just mad skills. Boland may be my favorite British artist ever.
Yeah, possibly mine as well. Possibly.
Just so good. I mean, there's so many greats, but have you ever seen a bad Boland? Ever?
No.
I've never seen a bad Boland. I've seen bad Neil Adams. I've seen bad Jack Kirby's. I have never seen a bad Boland cover. Never.
No, I haven't either.
He's kind of like the Mike Kaluta. I've never seen a bad Mike Kaluta cover.
That's a steal.
I only paid £1.50 for this, so I was well happy with that.
You know what that is? That's her first standalone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, she's never had she never had her own series. She may not still have. I don't know. Has she?
I think she did. Did she not have a little like 4-part or something? Was she not one of the 7 Soldiers of Victory? She had a little run in as that. I'm sure she did.
Oh, she was one of the new 7 Soldiers. I didn't know that.
Hey, Sicko.
Oh, I love that.
Hey, Sickotron.
What'd you say?
Nice. We're just talking to someone in chat saying hi, Sickotron today.
That was Steve Lytle, by the way.
Nice, super
My
boy.
friend who died of a COVID heart attack.
Yeah.
Who was?
Steve Lytle.
Pull up your last cover again.
He did the art on this one, did he?
Yeah.
The Legion.
Steve was a goddamn angel.
He was.
He may have been the. Everybody knows I love JMD Mateus and Hillary and all them. There may not have been a better person in the industry than Steve Lytle.
I talk to him all the time on the phone.
Yeah.
I think I pissed him off about something, but I never figured out what it was.
Weird Wonder Tale.
Well, I mean, all artists and writers are moody and stuff, but I love the 9 pence on that. There's Paris Cullen's.
That one.
I think that's Paris Cullen's first, isn't it?
Oh, it could be. That's cool. I loved him in Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle run was awesome.
What makes you
seen that yet, Greg?
Steve Lytle.
Sorry, mate.
Have you seen Blue Beetle yet?
No, I haven't. No.
I saw about half of it at a friend's house the other day. I liked what I saw. Did you like it, Kyle?
Haven't seen it yet. Is it on the platforms already, or?
No. Well, my friend had it on something. Some platform. I can't remember what it was.
Well, I think you can buy it. I don't think it's free. I think you can buy it now.
Yeah, I wanted to put that in the cinema just because I like the character, but I didn't get around to it. Been a bit busy looking after Lisa 24/7 almost. So
of course, yeah. Well,
much.
Today I noticed they've released on streaming on Disney Plus Haunted Mansion. So I'm kind of looking forward to looking at that. But we were talking about Gray. We were talking about earlier. We were talking about tomorrow. Loki is the first Marvel series to go to season 2.
Okay.
So that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
we were
advertised, but
we were talking. We're kind of trying to go in order of all the series to say what we thought about them. But you haven't seen any of them, so we can save that for another time.
Well, you can talk about any of them, really. I'm never going to get a chance to see them, I don't think, because unless they come to Amazon. I've got Amazon Prime and I've got Netflix, but they don't tend to come onto those. So if they're on there, I get to see them. If they're not, I don't get to see them. I'm going to watch. There's a new offshoot from the Boys TV series on Amazon just started. I think it's called Generation V or something like that. So I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
But
and Kyle's poking me in the eye. Oh.
There's just so many. Remember, like when we were kids and we hardly got any blinking good superhero stuff, and now there's so much of it, but there's too many channels you can't bloody find where to watch it. That's what I find.
I love those first world problems. When I was a kid, there was almost nothing.
No shit.
Yeah.
Madonna Superman was great,
and that stuff bugs the hell out of me more than normal, or more than real important shit. You know, it's so stupid.
I get when I see people talking about I'm getting superhero burnout now. I can't. They should stop making these films for a while. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You don't want to watch.
They didn't have decades without them.
Exactly.
And that's how I always saw comic books. I always saw them as storyboards. They always played out as movies with me. I wish I wouldn't get copyright strikes because I would have done, like, I'd read series. Or I'd read runs in a series, and I'd have a soundtrack to it. And like the Eagles long run cassette, I'd put that on while I read Fantastic Four 195 through 200. And it just fit it. I mean, it just fit it all the way through. And I'd love to be able to review that with that backdrop of music and be like, in this fight, I can picture it with this music. And I've been doing that since like I was 12. What would G do? What's up, Easy?
What would who do?
Grognak. Have you ever played the game Fallout?
Oh no, I never have.
I made a silly little video. You know the old "What would Jesus do" meme? I made a "What would Grognak do?" and basically gets his axe out and kills everybody because he's Grognak the Barbarian. He's basically a Conan the Barbarian parody. There's like a Grognak the Barbarian comic book series in the Fallout game. And you can pick up his axe. You can find the TV studio where they made his show. Hilarious. That kind of thing.
Grognak sounds almost like Garignock. And what does Garignock translate to?
I have no freaking idea.
Translates to you've been drinking too much again.
Rock, 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 rock. Anybody got it yet?
No.
It translates to rock. Rock, 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 rock. Oh, it's a parody of Star Trek.
Okay,
thanks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now. It's the when you started talking about it, it's Galaxy Force or whatever it's called.
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Garignock.
When you started talking about it, that sounds. You said something about this
you
before.
Were mixing your shows there for a minute. I didn't have a fucking clue what you meant.
Sometimes it's best to just humor him.
I know, Graham. I'm doing my best.
Your Fallout thing sounded like Garignock, and I just heard rock.
There you go.
Rock. See? He gets it.
Easy knows it.
Rock.
Zikatron thought it was Spaceballs, maybe.
Galaxy Quest is one of the best parody movies ever made.
Well, it's more of a homage than a parody, really, isn't it? You think about it. I don't think it's done like in a taking the piss out of it way. It's done out of pure fanboy way, really, if you ask me.
Oh, it's both. It mixes both well.
Yeah.
So they take a piss out of Bill Shatner all day long, but then they homage the movie itself, and then they take a piss out of, why is this stupid ass thing happening here? Why do we have to go through this stupid maze to get through this thing?
Yeah, that's what it was written into the blinking script.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the first things. The guy who plays Sheldon was in. If I'm not mistaken.
Is he in it? Is he? Okay.
He was one of those alien dudes that they all look alike,
Oh,
kind of.
right. Fun movie. It is a fun movie.
Rignock.
I ain't seen it for a while though.
Wasn't Tony Shalhoub one of those dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
He played the security officer.
That's right. That's right.
You talk about it, dude.
But Alan,
this is what I'm reading right now.
Reichart, what's that guy's name? Alan
Rickman.
Rickman.
Yeah.
Rickman. Alan Rickman, that guy stole the fucking movie as far as I was concerned.
He was Spock, wasn't he? He was the Spock of the show.
Yeah, he is pissed off all the time. He was a Shakespearean actor, and which he actually was. But he goes, I've done Othello. Of course, I got in trouble for blackface. Yeah,
by Graftar's hammer, I shall avenge you.
Yeah, something like that's right. Yeah, mate. Tell me, what was it called? Whose hammer?
Psychotron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sheldon doesn't have.
Sheldon doesn't have autism.
Sheldon doesn't have autism. He has Asperger's.
Well, he's on the spectrum. It's all on the spectrum, isn't it? It's all on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Sort of, but yeah. But I mean, technically, on a technicality, we're all kind of on the spectrum of something.
But I am.
Because to be genetically infallible is impossible. We all have something.
Everyone has some traits, don't they? Like Lisa, because Lisa's always saying to me, I take things like I'm too pedantic, and she said that's a definitely it's like on the spectrum kind of thing. I take things too literally. She'll say something, and I go, I'm sort of thinking about it literally, and she's like, no, you silly bugger. I'm talking about, oh, okay, yeah, he was. I can't think of the examples, but I've been accused of being too literal.
My middle grandson is profoundly autistic, still learning to speak at 6 years old. So we have it on the far end of the spectrum there, and then there's no way I'm not mildly autistic. I wouldn't have this IQ if I didn't have something going on with my brain. So,
yeah, I don't think of you as mildly anything, Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're majorly or nothing at all.
No, you're not at all mild. You're wild.
You're not too mild.
Wild, not mild.
You're wild, not mild. Wildly, not mildly.
I am so mild nowadays; it's ridiculous. So
you've gone from wild.
You still have that. You still have that anarchist spirit about you.
You bought anything this week, Bill? Any new additions to the old?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to show you guys this. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. It's right over here.
What about you, Kyle? You bought any new books or anything?
I have barely walked in
I got a while back, but I hadn't opened it yet.
Oh,
and then I opened it, but this is okay. So this guy, Juan Ortiz, apparently he's done a lot of covers for DC.
Yeah, Sheldon was the best character on that show.
But what they did was they let him do a poster for like every episode.
Okay.
And like it was a movie poster, kind of.
That's interesting.
But it's an interesting idea, I thought.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't surprise
is
just big enough market for that, but I guess they did all right with it.
Hold on a second. Get through all the.
Oh, I quite like them. I like the alien being, the alien creature there while she's hiding.
Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot.
June Lockhart.
I love that a lot. And then basically these are just character pieces of each of the main characters.
Yeah.
I can't say an excellent job.
I think it was on a Sunday afternoon around here.
I have to go yell at my wife. She's hauling a luggage down the stairs.
Was Bill? Was Billy Money? Was he also the boy who sent people to the cornfield in?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
In fact, he was also
in the remake.
He was also in a sequel to that.
Yeah, that's right. He was an adult in that one, wasn't he?
And he had a daughter who also had his powers.
Yeah.
And that was to me that was the most evil horror episode of that series.
Yeah.
Because you leave and you have nothing changed.
You're totally powerless, aren't you, against
Yeah, and so you leave and there's Anthony sitting on the freaking fence, and you're like, okay, well, that's the way it's going to be. But it, one of my favorite episodes of Twilight Zone is where Keenan Wynn is basically playing Rod Serling as a writer.
Okay.
And he's such a good writer that his wives are created from what he writes.
Okay.
And so he has one wife that's mad that he's going after this other woman, but they were both created out of his
imagination.
His imagination. Do you remember that one, Kyle?
Which one?
The Twilight Zone, where Keenan Wynn is basically playing Rod Serling as a writer, and all his wives are made up in his head.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's just and that kind of stuff is just great.
So I didn't catch the name on that, and I didn't think it was Steve Rude, but man, did that look like Steve Rude work.
Well, it's Juan Ortiz, but he's got like all these different styles in it, and it's really beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's not like Steve Rude, but
he like this one, of course, is like Peter Max to me.
And then,
of course, Peter Max is very
that
popular
one there is
the
Nosferatu. That's a nod to Nosferatu right there, right?
Oh, big time, I think. Yeah. And this is that's the alien from the episode, but he couldn't look more Nosferatu-eyed.
And then I need to clear it up. I said I need to go yell at my wife. I don't yell at my wife, but that silly ass woman.
We knew what you meant.
That silly ass woman
respectful.
Dragging luggage down the steps, but
some of these have photos in them, but most of them don't.
My wife's on her way to New Orleans with one of the kids for 4 days, so.
Oh, that's great. Some of these
never been before.
Quite trippy looking. Like these are great, right? Gray?
Sorry, I'm just on something else. Let me just come back to where we are. What's that? Oh yeah. He's still on the posters. Cool.
And this is one of the few two-parters on Lost in Space. With Michael Rennie playing the keeper.
I never really watched that much. I think over here it was only shown on a Sunday. It was like long after it first came out. So I don't know if it came on earlier, but over here it's like a Sunday.
This guy, I can't remember the character actor's name, but he went crazy the last day of his life and killed himself and his wife.
Oh gosh. When
they were like in their 80s. I mean, it was really, I don't know. It might have been dementia related. You never know. Yeah. But I do like how you see what they did there, Kyle.
Yeah.
The CBS logo.
Yeah.
I love that because it was on CBS, of course.
Here's some more pop culture crap. Lost in Time and Lost in Space.
I'm sure. I did a Twilight Zone theme show like on my podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, you see, I'm just trying to share the.
You're the monster.
Yeah, I'm the monster from 20,000 feet or whatever it is on that picture there.
I love that.
Have you seen the episode of Third Rock from the Sun with Bill Shatner in it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He gets in the plane, doesn't he? Here's me as one of the whatever these are. If you can make that out, I'm not sure what episode this one is.
You don't really look like one. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's not far off. And
the best end joke in Third Rock from the Sun was
here's me and my cookbook.
Shit.
Oh, you're stupid, man. You ain't gonna eat me, mother bleeper. That's hilarious. I love cheers for that, my friend.
Yeah.
But
today we're officially sponsored by Purple Haze by Vita Brewery.
But yeah, in the original Twilight Zone episode of Spirit 20,000 Feet or whatever, it was Shatner who was terrified by the thing on the wing. And when they redid it for the movie in 1980, it was John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Right.
And then John Lithgow was on Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
And they brought in Shatner as the big giant head. and they're meeting him at the airport, and Shatner comes in.
Yo.
Hey, Biggie. How you doing,
Biggie.
buddy?
What's up?
But
I'll show
they
you what
brought
I'm
in
looking on.
Shatner as their leader.
He was
And they-
big.
Biggie Shacks.
He's a guy that does videos on YouTube.
I'm right here.
Chats
I'm
on
coming.
shows his comics and stuff. He's got a great collection.
Oh.
He's got
Cool.
some.
Oh,
I'm working on a
what is
Lego
that? Is
set
that
right now.
Legos?
Oh, he's doing Lego today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Biggie
I'm
Lego.
getting there.
Or Lego Shack.
Lego Shack.
Lego Shack is a little low place there. Oh, sorry.
That's who are they little figures? Are they not? No, I thought it was Star Trek.
Yeah, it's going to
Star
end
Wars.
up looking like that one.
What is it? Oh, Minecraft. I thought it was Minecraft. I'm glad I wasn't going nuts. I mean, that's too
Yeah.
late, but
I had Space Lego.
I haven't got to meet the guy in the corner. His name's Field of Comics.
Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Bill.
No,
Well,
Field.
my last name is Field, so my pretty decent group on Facebook is Field of Comics.
yeah. But you don't
So,
have.
yeah,
Nice
you
to
got it
meet you.
right.
You don't have a YouTube.
Bill
channel.
Biggie, Bill Big.
Nice to meet you, Biggie.
Yep. Nice
He
to meet
does-
you. I'm used to other guys pretty good. I know them pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Is that Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Hulkster dude.
Oh man, I gotta go
Loves
get
his
my
wrestling.
Hulk deal.
Biggie loves his wrestling and his rap music.
Yeah, sure do.
And his comic book.
Hey, speaking of rap music, they made an arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder.
Oh yeah.
I know, dude.
I heard about that.
And it was one of
Pretty
his
cool.
own crew.
How did they find that out years later?
Hey, brother!
Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And-
Looks like a
and
Stretch
then-
Armstrong.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Damn, I've never seen those before.
I suppose so.
Well, they're prototypes. They were never released.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they,
Yeah, it looks
well,
like
they've
Paul
got
Orndorff to
got
me.
fabric bodies. They were supposed to be better, but the freaking robe is actually totally sequin. And it's
Okay.
like I don't think they would have mass produced that. That's probably why it was a prototype. But the whole the faces on them are pretty darn good for a toy.
I think that
Yeah, it
looks
really is.
like Paul Orndorff to me, Mr. Wonderful.
I have the other two I have are Sting and Diamond Dallas Page.
Okay.
Yeah, the Diamond Dallas is the one that I think looks the best. But
What you gonna do?
what you
brother?
gonna do, brother?
Hey, Kyle, it's been a while since I got to see you. Did I ever get to show you my FF48?
No.
No, I'll
You
go
gonna
get
trade
it.
it to me.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
show
a-
it to you.
I'm gonna get a British copy of it. I'm gonna get a pants version of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I got
I'll
to
be right
trade
back.
my FF52 and 53 for it.
Oh, you don't want to do that
Yeah, I do.
for a 50. You gotta keep that Panther, dude.
Well, considering what I got them for and what
No,
I
I
can
hear
get
you.
out of them, I'll take what I can get out of them.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
So
What you? So what
I don't
is
know. I've owned them for 25 years. Why do I just need to keep stuff in a
it
box?
first? Is it first Galactus you're swapping them for?
First Black Panther, first Origin,
And what are you swapping it for?
an FF48 pants copy.
Yeah, and is that Galactus?
Yeah,
Uh,
first Galactus.
I don't know how to get.
And I
don't know how to
may
get
get
the
some
light
more
in
stuff.
here.
I don't know. I mean, it's flat. We'll figure something out.
Oops, wrong way.
see how it goes.
I don't. I just want to own stuff. You know, if I get my value out of them, that's great. And then when I die, they can flip them, and I've owned them, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I've never
So,
owned
Gray,
48,
you don't mind blowing me up real quick? I'm just going to show you.
Look
It's
at
really
you
loud
looking
where
all
I'm at.
good.
Oh, hold on a second. Where are you?
Look at you looking all good, Biggie.
There you go.
Hey, did they
So
get
this is
the
a 1 in
waters
25.
finally all straightened out and everything?
Oh, yeah. That was eons ago. We got that
Well, I
straightened
know,
out, yeah.
but it takes them forever to do
Who
that.
did that cover?
That's
This
Alex
is
Ross.
a
That's Alex Ross.
Jeff Deacle.
That's
No,
not
no.
Alex
Jeff Deacle.
Ross.
That's really awesome. It doesn't even look like Alex Ross
No,
to
it
me.
doesn't look
It
like
looks
to me
more
either.
like the old Miracle Man covers. Oh, I
This
love
is
that
the
one.
one. This is a one per shop. Greg Capullo, the new Wolverine key. This is like $100 book right now. It came out last week.
You got a fan, Vicky? You got a fan?
I like Greg Capullo.
Do I, Sicko? What up, Sicko? Finally got me
that's
foil.
not the original because it's shiny.
Oh, you got a foil. Oh, that's nice.
It's the shiny one.
You know,
The reason
man.
I hopped on.
Excuse me, I have to go spank the monkey for a minute.
Is that real?
This is real. I actually spent a little extra money to get a decent copy this time, so I went to my comic shop, and this is like a 2.0 or 1.8, but it looks like a 3 to me, bro. Like, it's really nice.
It looks better than that, yeah.
It's hard to tell, obviously, on video and that, but I can't see any major defects on that at all.
No, it's supposedly water damage, but I flipped through it. Nothing's really wrong with the paper quality. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Sicko trying to prove.
Yeah, and if there's any kind of water damage, just get it pressed and cleaned. And
And the new My Comic shops kind of come with a grading on them. They got serial numbers, kind of like a slab, really, just a raw book.
They also, quite often I've heard.
Are those the ones they only charge like $6 for, or not much to do?
No,
I really like My Comic shop. Yeah, it's a legit grading.
Yeah,
and when My Comic shop grades, it's usually low. You know, it's usually higher than what they graded. So.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So, hey, great, man. If you get a slot open in a couple weeks or 3 weeks, I'd like to hop on your cover slingers and try to get in there. But
okay, mate.
That's all right.
Time someone pulls out, I'll give you a shout.
Yeah. So I'm get back to hanging out with Little Shack. It's a little noisy over here. I'd hang out longer. Maybe next time I'll spend a little more time with y'all.
All right,
hey, thanks, man. Great to meet you, buddy.
Come on.
Nice to meet you.
Next Wednesday, come on, show all your best books next Wednesday if you want. You can hang out and show all your good ones if you got a spare.
Yeah.
Half hour, I say.
Yeah, I just kind of, actually on Wednesdays, I'm taking my kids somewhere. So this day I called off. That's kind of hard on Wednesdays, but maybe.
Man, we wish you'd come back, buddy. It was great having you.
I'd like to. Nice meeting you, Fields. Great seeing you, Kyle. I'll holler at you, Big Gray. I'll be back in the chat, guys. Thank you, guys.
See you, brother. Have a good one.
Easy, Biggs.
Well, Bill, did you get any big books this year? Sickotron wants us to show our best books for the year.
For the year?
Yeah. Did you get any big books this year when you was at your con?
Did you? No. Well, I bought. I mean, I think I've already showed them. I bought a bunch of hardbacks. I didn't buy a lot. I didn't buy a lot of. I don't even know if I bought any comics this year.
Buying comics history kind of books nowadays than actual comic books, didn't you? You seem to be more.
That's what happens when, Alex is hard pressing me right now to throw my hat in the ring for Eisner Judge. And I'm thinking about it, but I'm getting well known in the comic historian community, for better or for worse. I'm not even sure why I'm there sometimes, but it's because of my panels and the panels I did down here in Texas for so long.
When you say Eisner Judge, you mean being a judge for Eisner Awards or something like that?
Yeah.
You mean? Okay.
Yeah, and I know people that have less credentials than me that have been Eisner judges, and I know Jackie. She's a friend of mine. We don't know each other real well, but we hung out a little bit at the Ditko panel this year, and she's real sweet. And I'm thinking about it.
Jackie Estrada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the widow of.
One missus that really doesn't want to be on the internet. Come here, beautiful.
Hello.
Oh, you beautiful woman.
Oh,
how do you put up with Kyle?
Oh. What a knockout.
How did you get a girl like that,
she is
man?
So far
with a
out
love
of my
like
league.
Yours. Oh, my God.
She is so far out of my league. It's disgusting.
Well, isn't that weird? All three of us seem to have not married, but in Gray's case, but girled up.
Yeah, we are definitely out of our league.
Totally.
Free lucky.
We got very lucky.
There is no argument going to happen anywhere. We are all playing above our station.
Nope.
Just any female is good enough for me. It's like, blimey, I can't believe it.
You're stupid, man. The blow-up doll would have been fine by
Exactly.
Gray.
I was like,
But he
right.
was
That-
out about Lisa.
This
thank
is what
God.
boggles my mind. That just wrapped around me is almost 55 years old.
What's that?
Yep, there she is walking out there. That
There
just
she
wrapped
is.
around me is almost 55 years old. She's about to turn 55.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be
She
kidding
looks
me.
30.
Yeah.
I brought it in earlier. It's sitting by, it's sitting on the cabinet. There's stuff to Tony in there.
She's not doing an Elizabeth Bathory and bathing in the blood of virgins, is she?
No, she isn't a Bathory blood. Not that I know of, but oh my God. I mean, I know it's wrong to talk about a woman's age, but I can tell people all day long. I'm like, that's 55 fucking years old.
Yeah, Blanca's 59 and she looks fantastic.
I would have been lucky to land her now when I was 30. You know, it just, yeah, boggles my fucking mind. So,
Hey, Old Wolf.
hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Come and hang out on the channel sometime, Old Wolf. This is
Old
the old
Wolf.
fart.
Come say hi, Tony.
The
Hey,
old fart.
Tony, if you pop on here with us, there's a link in there. Tony, if you pop on here with us, I'll have a drink for you today.
I'm not sure how much longer I can stay on, though, because Lisa wants to go to bed soon, I'm sure.
I want to do a round shot with Tony soon.
Check out Lisa, make sure she's all right.
So I'm going to start doing this at the 1 hour mark. I'm going to start going, ladies, for people that might come in late. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Geeky Weekly podcast with Kyle, myself, and Gray from across the pond. We have a couple, several other gents that are normally on the show, but for whatever reason couldn't be here today. I was hoping Mark would show up. Mark, if you're out there, come on board.
Another week or two. He just doesn't have internet out there.
Well,
he doesn't have.
He said earlier today he thought he could make it this week, so I was hoping he would. But well, we understand, Mark. And Nevs never comes on. Nevs never. No, I'm kidding. Nevs, you need to come back. We love you, and we miss you, buddy. And then Johnny Montreal comes on pretty often. He's not here today. And who am I leaving out? I'm not leaving anyone out, am I? No.
Well, Tony's at work, so we can't get Old Wolf on right now, or I'd have a drink with him. So, hey Tony, while you're in the chat, man, do you have?
Is Johnny in the chat?
No, Tony Old Wolf is in the chat there.
Tommy, sorry,
Tony, when's you're gonna do another fundraiser this year? I'm guessing. I can't remember if it was at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. So if you do another fundraiser, let me know. I'll send some more stuff in for that.
Cool. Oh, tired.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna kind of wrap it up and say our goodbyes and let you get to your thing. And
okay, dokie.
I got my kids coming over to pick up my wife and steal her off to New Orleans for a long weekend.
All right. She's not gonna be showing her boobies for beads, is she?
Huh?
She's not gonna be showing her boobies for beads, is she?
I don't know. I don't care if she does. She's so hot. I don't see how she doesn't do it. But my wife's a quiet little prudish
that's New Orleans. So. That's the way they do that, isn't it? Is it not New Orleans where they do that? Mardi Gras, isn't it?
That's but Mardi Gras in February. So they're just doing an off-season trip down there to do some food, and you know it's a relatively inexpensive trip. And the kids are spoiling her. It's kind of an early Christmas.
Tuesday, Mardi, is that Tuesday? Something to do with Tuesday, like Greasy Tuesday or something weird like that, isn't it? What's
Fat Tuesday?
Fat Tuesday, that's right.
It's Fat Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cool.
I almost spewed my beer when you said Greasy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Greasy Tuesday.
I think Greasy Tuesday stands better. I think you should go. You should do your own Greasy Tuesday.
The reason it's called Fat Tuesday is it's the day before Lent starts on Ash Wednesday. So Ash Wednesday, you fast and you start.
What's wrong with Pancake Day? We call it Pancake Day over here.
Well, we have they call it that here too sometimes.
Tuesday in February. We have it, I think.
Right, but Fat Tuesday is the last day before Lent where you can get fat by doing whatever you want.
What's Shrove Tuesday? What's Shrove Tuesday? Is that not before Lent, or is that So it's Shrove Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, is it? I don't know.
I've never heard that. I've only heard Fat Tuesday.
Shrove Tuesday. Maybe we only do it in
That,
the UK.
I'll have to look that up. That might be Catholic, actually, which means I should probably know, but
I don't know. I'm not really.
She's never been to New Orleans, and that used to be one
Tuesday.
of my.
Yeah, easy fallout. I'm with you, buddy.
Greasy Tuesday. Yeah, I think it should be.
Isn't that hilarious? Tuesday. I think we should change it. I think we should change it to Greasy Tuesday.
I reckon so.
I'm just saying. I really do.
Initiate your own festival called Greasy Tuesday, where you eat lots of chips and
right,
burgers, all the greasy.
She's never been down to New Orleans before, and New Orleans used to be one of my hangouts. And something a lot of people don't know is New Orleans is a huge hub for mercenaries. Huge. Okay. I mean,
well, yeah, that's why all the Expendables take place there.
It's a huge hub for mercenaries.
Oh yeah, it always has been because it's a port city.
Usually, when my wife goes somewhere, like last year when she went to Seattle,
to hire the A team, is she? Is that why she's going there, to hire the A team?
There you go. But like last year when she went to Seattle, I could call friends and say,
"She's
hey,
Mrs. K,
Mrs.
K instead of Mr. T."
And all my connections in New Orleans, my mercenary buddy I grew up with down there died of brain cancer 10 years ago. So I can't send her off to Algiers and see the real good stuff because there's no way. There's certain areas she can't go to unless she's got a bodyguard. And I don't have any more bodyguards I can call down there.
Well, damn it. Just hire mercenaries.
The Algiers at night. Algiers at night is just, yeah. It's an experience. It's a boot.
Well, you know, the fact that it's a hub for mercenaries, that's why they have more incidents there of random, not shootings, but at on New Year's Eve, people fire into the air, and most of them are mercenaries that do that. And a friend of mine's mom, well, they weren't a friend of mine. A friend of my friend's mom, I should say, got shot at Mardi Gras, and we met her, and she said, I didn't even realize what had happened. I just realized I couldn't walk suddenly because they shot her calf. And she said, I don't know if it was just the adrenaline or what, but I didn't even realize I'd been shot for the first couple minutes.
Wow, that's crazy. But my buddy Chuck, he used to work for Halliburton in the pre-Blackwater days.
Yeah.
But he was a merc out there. And the contracts were so cool. You're guaranteed $100,000 a year. It's a pretty standard contract where you're guaranteed $100,000 a year every time you're shot at. And every time you come under fire, it's a $10,000 bonus.
Wow.
Every time. Now, they kind of had a strict rule. If you went into a hot zone, like for a day or two, and then you came out, you had to have 2 days out. So basically, you couldn't be in a hot zone but half the year. Well, half the year is still 150 or 175 days or whatever. So you could still pull in $175,000 on top of your $100,000. Most of the guys averaged $250,000 a year, all but tax-free because it was overseas. And then they'd work pennies into the contracts. And like my buddy had signed a 2-year contract with them. And part of the contract was the $100,000 a year, the $10,000 hazard bonus. And you have to buy me a house in New Orleans free and clear.
Okay.
He did 2 years, made $500,000 cash
each year,
and they bought it total. He made it. He worked 2 years, made $500,000 plus in cash. They bought him a house free and clear. Free and clear. All he had to do was pay property taxes. They bought him a $200,000 house, and he basically retired off that till brain cancer got him.
No, man.
That's the way.
Gray disappeared again. Gray,
because Lisa, I know he's wants to come to bed now, so I don't know if you guys want to hang out and chat for some more, but I'll best bugger off and leave you to it.
Yeah, we'll probably get out of here in a little, probably around 3:30.
About half hour. I'll leave you guys do it then. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Thanks, Ray.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Have a great week. See you, buddy. So now it's the Kal-El show.
I figure the kids are going to get here shortly to pick up my wife, so I'm probably going to have to be scarce once they get here, but
that's fine.
That's probably going to be in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So
this is, I think I got this last year actually, but this is one of the best books I've gotten somewhat recently.
When people talk, I'm kind of mad on Ditko.
Don't you think isn't this like the best Spider-Man cover? It is my favorite.
That's the best Ditko Spider-Man, period.
Yeah.
The whole book, the cover, the whole book, that's the best Ditko Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because it's just really good.
He basically plotted and did everything but the actual dialogue, and even the dialogue, I'm sure he suggested certain things. Yeah. So, but you know what? Stan wrote his best on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why that is. He wrote great on Fantastic Four, but that was secondary. In my eyes, his best writing was Spider-Man, then Fantastic Four. And I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards I'm kind of caught between the original 6-issue run of Hulk and the early Thor, but I mean, the early Avengers weren't bad. Well, actually, let me reel all that back. X-Men by far was probably the third best book, even the original run that Stan wrote, because it was his commentary on race more than anything else.
When it comes to Lee writing, the mid-60s Fantastic Four run was just
it was brilliant, wasn't
impeccable.
It? Yeah, it was.
You can't really fault it, like from maybe, you can say from 45, but once you hit 48 and 48 through like 78 or 79,
it's all
or
beautiful.
Whatever, it's just so good.
One thing after one thing after one.
Good.
Well, and then you even have to go back to like the first 30 issues were, I mean, they were amazing too. If you think about how they had the first supervillain team up.
Yeah, the world building, the bad guys, just everything they did is so good.
It was just, and my favorite issue, I think, of all time, and I haven't, I briefly owned a number 8 a couple years ago, but it went up like 3 times in less than a year, so I sold it, which I wish I hadn't, but I had an 8, which is Puppet Master.
This Monster at 51.
Oh, that's fantastic. But honestly,
as a standalone book, there's almost none better.
Well, I submit for your approval, and only because it debuts such an important character of the Marvel Universe, but I submit for your approval Fantastic Four number 13. It was easily, for me, the best drawn of possibly the first 50 issues, because you had Steve Ditko inking.
Yeah.
The only FF issue he ever inked. And
first Red Ghost, first Watcher.
But first Watcher, yeah, exactly. Yeah. First Super Apes. Yeah, but mainly the first Watcher. And so what you had there was, and when you go into the Watcher's home, which you don't go into again till that X-Men issue.
Yeah.
But what you have when you go into that is something very similar to Doctor Strange, kind of, because you had Ditko inking Kirby.
Yeah.
And the two were just, they were phenomenal. And Kyle has left the building.
Sorry, I had to shoo a stink bug off her car.
Good job. But no, I love that glow in the Red Ghost's eyes when he becomes super, when they're going through the cosmic rays. I just, there's nothing I don't love about that issue for some reason. Now, people will argue the Galactus, all the, and This Man, This Monster. They'll, I also, one of my favorites is the first appearance of the Inhumans.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Mean, I'm a huge X-Men fan. I love the old team. I love the new team. But
number 13
as far as the
fantastic.
run of comics go, Fantastic Four 1 through 200, untouchable.
Yeah, I agree.
Unfucking touchable.
And
by anything.
honestly, well, and even beyond 200, because that's when you got into the Byrne run.
Yeah, I mean, more stuff comes, but 1 through 200, which is basically Lee and Kirby for the bulk of it, but one through 200 of that. My first
Fantastic Four issue was, I think is it 141? Is that the one where Franklin Richards gets nuked?
I don't know.
I think it's 141, and that was my first Fantastic Four. And it scared the hell out of me because I didn't know what was going on. And they basically, made their son brain dead. So I was like completely lost. But after that, I started understanding what was going on. Just a fantastic comic. I mean, I just, and then I went back and read the early stuff. But oh my God, so the Fantastic Four has always been my favorite Marvel team book.
Yeah,
by far. X-Men is a close second. Avengers.
I love Avengers. I love Defenders.
Yeah, I love Defenders.
Just the introduction of the amount of people they put in that, the story.
I like the Invaders a lot too. They don't get a lot of love these days, but wouldn't you love now that they've basically told you there's this guy who's been around for at least 200 or 300 years named Namor, wouldn't and that they put the you get to see the Human Torch's chamber in the first Captain America movie. Wouldn't you love an Invaders movie? I would.
Long overdue.
Well,
they should have really
too
had
long because they just introduced Namor.
I think where they screwed up in Captain America's first Avenger is they didn't do him justice as far as developing his backstory. They said basically he spent 3 years as a poster boy instead of doing all the training. It's like, how do you learn to fight? Well, they put him into training. They did all them things. They should have given more credence to that and actually hinted at him working with the Human Torch and at least hinted at it.
Well, I don't think they made it to where that couldn't be retconned. I think they could retcon that within what they did tell, and you don't know in between the stories of him doing the PR and stuff. I don't know. I think they could work that in could work it in easily.
I kind of hated how they changed Namor so drastically.
Namor?
They just changed him too much. They changed the culture.
See, okay, here's the thing.
Like Johnny says, they're more Asian. They're not Mexican, they're Asian.
Yeah, and but here's the thing. I thought they did a great job. I did not, I wish he'd had a little bit more of Namor's look, the comic version. Yeah. However, I'm going to say this as someone who's Hispanic by marriage. I thought it was a great nod to like new standards in the sense, and I'm not pro retconning in this fashion for the most part, but I thought the way they told the story, I wish they'd made his dad white. I wish they'd shown that his dad was like Spanish or something. Yeah. So I wish they'd done that just so you saw the Mackenzie
Yeah,
thing in there.
that was missing bad.
Yeah, that was missing.
But I loved. I gotta admit, I loved when he was flying and fighting. I stood up and applauded.
Oh, I know, it was so great.
But when Shuri beat him, I just sat down and booed. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
About what?
When Shuri beat him.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Like, get real, you know. And Baku, put in Baku in the suit, put Denai Guerrera in the suit, just not the kid.
Yeah,
you know, the kid shouldn't have beat him.
But I will say this: they did give her the reason to do it, in that he killed her mother. So there was enough, maybe more rage from her.
Yeah, kind of. And I think they dropped the ball with that. They really could have done better with that. I mean, they needed to. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Easy. They could have done more with it, and they shouldn't have.
I wasn't crazy about how they did Ironheart, quite frankly, but you know, I mean, the actress is fine, but she didn't show me much. I just disappointed in how they handled the character. However, I thought the way I don't know, I enjoyed the way you had Atuma and you had Dorma, or not Dorma wasn't in it was Namora.
Yeah, Dorma was in there.
Dorma was? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you had Namora also.
Yeah.
Which but you really couldn't tell them apart. That's what I hated.
All right. Well, my kids don't want to be on TV, and my wife's about to leave, so I have to
go
hold my
hey,
wife
for this week, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And until next week, we are the Geeky Weekly. I'm Bill Field, and this is Kyle Andrews.
After the funerals and the hardships that I've had in the past couple of weeks, this was great therapy for me today.
Hey, well, I love you, pal.
Love you too,
See you
buddy.
next week. Have a great week,
Love
folks.
you guys. Love you,
Goodbye.
Gray. Send our love to Lisa, buddy.
Woo!
See you later.